what's up, you guys? I'm just kidding.
Guys, welcome to the Triple J Show, where we're fixing the Bible.
No, I think we kind of fixed the Bible.
We have like 0 viewers, but that'll skyrocket us to like 1 million very angry viewers.
I was gonna say we're gonna get like, well, hey man,
It's all about the clicks.
Any publicity is good publicity.
Dude,
So we're gonna
if
get
you actually titled
evangelists.
that "We Fixed the Bible," bro, it would get so many hits.
Dude, first of all, that Jesus guy gotta go.
That's not right.
Oh man,
I'm not religious, and I felt bad.
Hurts you in the soul.
I just hated the ending. You know?
Anyways, with that comment, our clearly.
That was our off-topic starting comment.
Yes.
Conversation.
I'm
Oh my
gonna
God.
love when you set this up, and all you're gonna hear is, first of all, let's get rid of that Jesus guy. Like that's gonna be like the start of this
Dude.
fucking episode.
Speaking of Jesus, though, we're gonna talk about WandaVision.
Well, I was gonna say I actually have to talk to a guy named Jesus
Jesus.
to start my new job.
That's actually very common here in Southern California, so don't make it sound like it's a coincidence.
First of all, get rid of that Jesus guy.
Jesus is with me, right? It's pronounced Jesus.
All right, so before we continue,
Senor.
Senor.
no, we're not gonna go off into your stupid Batman shit.
It's El Batman.
Before we begin,
I must go.
I'm going to introduce myself and say thank you guys for clicking and listening to us, by the way. I am Jose. I am J2 right now.
I am Jermaine J3, and I am sponsored by Bang Energy Drinks because we forgot that one when we were talking about endorsements the other day.
Bang,
Oh man,
Bang
I remember
Energy
the
Drink?
last time I banged.
Is
an
that
energy
real?
drink.
That's a real thing.
Is that the one with like the Target looking kind of thing where it's like around the beat?
Yeah.
I hear it's good. I've never tried it, but I
Well,
hear it's
since we're
good.
not doing How I Met Your Mother, I'm just gonna interject with this. I said a bang, bang. Bang it bang. I said a bang 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 it bang. Bang 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 it bang. I said a bang 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 it bang. Anyway, I'm J3.
No, you're J1. You're J1
I
right
am
now.
the best J.
Yes, you are right now.
Especially
I
after
am
that.
I am jam cubed.
Yes, you are. By the way, his name's James. Right now. Anyways, you're watching.
Soon I will be internet famous.
Yes, you will. And you are listening to the Triple J Show. For now, until we
Jam
come up with
Cube.
a different name or we get sued. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Whichever comes first.
Or
I'm just
Jams.
saying-
Or
I'm just
Jams
saying.
Cubed.
Jam cube
Jam Cubed. I like it.
until somebody
Until someone who's
Oh my God.
got nothing but
You
negativity
realize how much work I have to do. to
offers a
change
solution. Just offer a solution then. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not telling you to not agree with me or to disagree with me. I'm just telling you to come up with a better
everything.
solution then.
Episode 1. If I have my way, we're calling this the Triple J Show. A few weeks later, let's change it to Jam Cube. Like, make up your mind.
No, you make up your mind.
I did. I called it the Triple J Show.
Oh, okay. Then we're to the Triple
See,
J Show.
when I think of like jam cubed, I'm thinking of like a pate.
Yeah.
So it's like a thick, meaty thing that you just kind of like have to deal with.
I'm thinking of more like a jar.
Yeah.
I think a jar
Yeah.
when I hear
jar
jam.
of
I hear
like
jam
thick
jar.
meat paste. You
Or just
sit
No, I
there.
would-
like jam, like strawberry jam
You know,
or
the ones that
blueberry
come in little
jam.
packets? I was thinking just a cube packet.
Where
with
are
jam
you
in it.
getting your meat cubes?
I'm not talking about meat cube.
We're talking about jam.
In general.
Like jam.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
What's another word for
I
jam?
was also talking
Jelly?
about jam.
Jelly, that's what it is.
Jelly.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I can't think of the other word.
Another How I Met Your Mother. What's the
I
difference?
can't
between,
jam my dick into jelly.
No, well, kind of close. Like, what's the difference between peanut butter and jam?
What is it?
I
Oh,
can't
you
peanut butter
tell-
my dick into jelly.
I can't peanut butter my dick up your ass.
Oh.
Oh,
That was a joke from How I Met Your Mother. Though they never actually said the punchline.
See, this is why I don't own a dog, because bad
Why?
things would happen.
oh no, James. This is why he's J1, my friends. This is why he's
And I'm
J1.
cutting his mic.
No, don't come back.
Anyways,
All
all
right,
right,
yeah,
let's get
that's
into it. Let's get into this.
topic.
We're talking about WandaVision. Now, okay, I want to preface this by saying I know very little about it. I've seen little stories here and there about, kind of spoilers, but I've never actually watched it, nor have I seen like a summary
Also-
video on YouTube.
Also, before we start, I want Jose to tell us your views on Marvel, current day Marvel, because he has a very strong opinion on Marvel right now.
Oh, okay. This is what I think.
This should be short.
Yeah.
Very, very simple. Now,
Kind of like
I'm
James
not.
Meat Cube.
I'm not. James, what?
Meat Cube.
Oh, Meat Cube. Any?
Call him James.
No. I said, what did you say about James? Because he said something about you.
Because you said this should be short. I'm like, kind of like James Meat Cube.
Yeah, it's
Cube
not.
3.
Sorry, it's not that funny.
Can't
when you
jam
explain
my
it. I'm
jelly
sorry.
in my dick.
It's just-
I'm sorry. Anyways, this is my opinion on Marvel. Now, before I say that, I do want to say, yes, of course, the studio and the company and the people who represent Marvel will come out with some good material.
Oh,
That I am not denying. No. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I do not doubt they will come out with some good material, i.e., from what I hear, WandaVision.
Now sign the contract, bitch.
Now,
You're on fire today. Yeah.
now, with that said, I personally think they should have ended the Avengers kind of, I guess, saga, is that what you call it? At Endgame. They should have ended that Marvel universe then and there. Again, let me finish. I'm not saying they're not going to come out with good material after. But historically speaking, companies have a very bad way of letting things drag on to the point where it becomes something we hate. I.e., if you listen to our last podcast, Assassin's Creed.
I think this one's going to come out before that one. So.
Oh, well, we talk about Assassin's Creed anyway.
So if you turn into the next episode, you're going to hear
whatever.
Assassin's Creed.
I was gonna say I can describe Disney. I can describe Disney like food. Disney is pleasantly mediocre.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing
Whoa.
is pleasantly mediocre. You eat at any other restaurants, the food is always good.
Mm-hmm.
It's always adequate. It's never bad.
Mm-hmm.
But talking from a professional standpoint, it could stand to have a little salt.
Right.
But that's how it is. And you can use that same euphemism for the movies because that's how it is. It hits high points, it hits low points, but at the end, it's kind of like a mediocre dish. You're just kind of like, eh.
See, but if they would have ended it at if they ended at Endgame, my point is that again, I know they will come out with some good stuff and it'll be entertaining, just like how WandaVision is from what I read and what I hear from this. But
the tasty bites of viewing.
Yes. Now I think they should to have it like something that will stand the test of time, where people will be looking at like an educational level of like, this is how you build a universe, this is how you're gonna make millions off of it, and this is how it's done at a great artistic way. And
yeah,
like
DC.
Yes. Oh my God, DC.
No, I haven't seen this.
Anyways, we're not gonna get there, but Marvel should have ended it then and there, and it would have been a timeless masterpiece. Now, even just evidence enough, Homecoming right after, or what's the Spider-Man that came Far From Home, just added.
Whoa! Far From Home was good. Like
Far
Jake
From
Jones.
Good?
Far From Good. Far From Home.
Run that back.
Again, I don't doubt they will come out with some entertaining or good things, but it doesn't really add to what we're already finished. It would have been a perfect end point.
Let me ask you something. Would you stop a story halfway through?
Well, how was that halfway through? They beat the bad guy. Everything's back to normal. How was that halfway through?
Because Spider-Man's story
bite.
wasn't over yet.
Right.
So why are you gonna stop a Spider-Man story halfway
Because
through?
you're sacrificing you're sacrificing an individual's character for the greater overall world and universe that you developed, that you ended it so well. But that is the trade-off.
Let me ask you something. If there was another movie to come out, because for those who don't know, my brother favorite movies are Lord of the Rings movies.
Yes.
If they were to come up with another movie showing what happened with Sam and his adventures after, would you watch?
There actually is supposed to be stuff that happens afterwards.
Yeah.
Yes, there is. And again,
watch?
No, okay. Again, it goes back to my point. Will they come out with entertaining or stuff that is good? Yes. But they should have, and it goes even with the Hobbit movies. The Lord of the Rings is a timeless piece that many people will be studying for years and years to come. Those Hobbit trilogies, yes, it happened before, but it was an addition to that universe, and it was atrocious.
I'm just saying, Hobbit could have been
Also,
two movies.
It could have been one movie.
It should have just been one
It
movie.
should have been one movie.
It should have been, but if they wanted to add all the extra stuff from the Silmarillion and all that stuff, two movies.
But they didn't. But see that
I did enjoy the last one of the Three Hobbits movie. I did enjoy the battle.
Felt like, it was one of those movies where it just felt like you were sitting there like, and
yes,
you know what I mean? Like you just kind of were like underwhelmed.
And that's my point. And and thank you, Jermaine. You just made my point even better. Was that finish your universe how it was? And I mean, Peter Jackson had the luxury of not having to create it from scratch. He had the books. Boom. Good. And if Marvel did the same thing, when I guess they didn't do the same, but anyways, masterpiece studied for the rest of time.
But you didn't answer my question.
Which was?
Would you watch?
Well, yes, of course.
There you go.
But it doesn't. But I would be okay if they didn't make it. Just like how
Jermaine, that's not fair because I would literally watch Mickey Mouse fucking a fire hose for like 20 minutes because Disney produced it.
I would only watch it for 5, but because that's how long it takes
For
me.
example,
Well, 20 minutes is how long
I'm
it
not
takes
gonna-
for me to get up. So
Okay.
I'm not. Oh my god. This is okay. This might be your best episode. Like for example, I wasn't like that. Like for Disney, was the Raya and the Last Dragon. I forgot what the new movie they just came out with. Raya and the Last Dragon.
Yep.
I wasn't gonna watch it, but I heard someone told me it's amazing.
I really want to watch it.
So
I
I'm
really do. I haven't watched it yet. I really want to watch it.
Oh, talking to the mic.
I really want to watch it.
All right, cool. There we go. Now
I mean, they hear you, but it'll just
really
sound like
wanna
you're really
watch it.
I know.
You're
No,
really behind
James,
it.
I really.
No.
Really
I
Yeah.
really want to watch it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Anyways, but yes, that's my answer. You for how you feel about the Marvel
All right,
universe.
well, we got his opinion on Marvel, and yes, I agree with you guys. It's stupid. Anyways, let's move on. Don't keep
I
going,
hate
okay?
you.
So let's now we're gonna get it because you don't end stories like that when there's more stories to be told. So now we get into Wanda's story, Wanda Maximoff's story. So this is a character where lost her parents, lost her brother, and now lost the love of her life.
She also sat underneath a fucking dud bomb, but she didn't know it wasn't active.
She did. Yeah.
She sat on a dead bomb.
She didn't sit on it. The bomb.
So her parents died, and then there was a bomb that got shot into her apartment with her and her brother, and it was a dud, but they didn't know that, so they
It wasn't
basically
a dud.
were traumatized.
Yeah, but then we later found out it wasn't a dud.
No, it was a dud.
No, she was a witch all along.
So she made it a dud.
She didn't know. She didn't realize at the time, but she.
No, that doesn't make sense because she didn't get her powers until she got the Mind Stone.
No, the Mind Stone was what unlocked the Scarlet Witch powers and it amplified her powers even more. She was already a witch to begin with. She didn't know she was an original witch.
Now are they calling? Let's see. This is kind of a question outside.
Yeah.
Are they calling her a witch or are they calling her a mutant?
They're calling her.
It's a witch.
It's a witch.
Okay, all right.
Because the way the story is going, at the Scarlet Witch is a fuck. I don't know the term to use here, but basically it's a prophecy. There you go. I'll say that the Scarlet Witch is already a prophecy in like the witch books or whatever they want to call them. So the Scarlet Witch already existed in this universe, but the Scarlet once Wanda opened up the Mind Stone, the Scarlet Witch pretty much went into her. And she became the Scarlet Witch, which amplified her already the power she already had.
Okay.
I thought technically she was the Scarlet Witch. She didn't have to activate it.
No, once the Mind Stone got there, she took on the powers of the Scarlet Witch. And so before that, she didn't know the potential of her full power because she was just doing. She didn't realize, all the power she had.
What do you think about the whole Vision thing? I thought they were gonna blend.
Oh, that's what I was curious. I don't know. Again, clearly people are hearing this, there's spoilers. Duh.
Yeah.
Okay, but
All right,
anyway,
so we're gonna fix the
WandaVision.
Bible. First of all,
We're back on the Bible.
Okay, so it's a Wanda. Okay, so I
First
think
of
I'm
all,
caught
water
up.
into wine. Why not tequila? Come on.
First of all, get rid of that Jesus dude. Second of all, that whole devil thing gotta go away. Third thing, that God guy, are you serious? An apple tree? It was actually a pomegranate. Come on, people, get on board.
Yeah.
So is there anything you would change? I'll start with asking that. Is there anything you would change of
I was gonna
WandaVision?
go James because James said he actually liked the ending.
What was the ending? That she like is it just like the white
She basically
whatever?
embraced herself as the Scarlet Witch.
right?
Yeah, it was one of those, like, again, Disney. It's always a tasty bit. So basically, she learned a trick that she saw from Agatha, and then she used it back on her, and then it was just kind of like, oh, okay.
I did like that. I did like her like doing the runes
the sigils.
without it, without Agatha knowing during the battle.
Yeah, it was pretty much it. And then here's the curious thing is that she was learning. So she got the book. She got the book of witchcraft. And at the very end, in the super secret ending, she was reading the book, and then she heard her children in her mind.
So basically, there's still a way she could get back to her children.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of teaser going off. My only thing was that it just, if you're gonna play off the fact that she's the villain in the story, I think you do need some kind of protagonist.
Was she supposed to be a bad guy?
It felt like she was the villain in this. When you play it all out, she was the villain in the story.
Well, she was grieving, so
She was grieving, yeah.
Yes
But I
and
mean,
no?
every villain does something. what Marvel's been really good at is creating villains where there's a good reason they do what they do. It's not just because I'm evil, except for the army dude they had in this.
Again, tasty bit.
The sword, yeah. Except for the sword villain they had. But anyways, if you're going to create a universe where Wanda's the antagonist, you did need somewhat of a protagonist. And they missed a major opportunity, Doctor Strange. Because we already know WandaVision's supposed to be in the next Doctor Strange movie. But they even dropped the line where the Scarlet Witch will be stronger than the Sorcerer Supreme. Who's the Sorcerer Supreme? Doctor Strange. I think you could at least tease it a little bit more in the last episode.
Yeah.
Or even have some kind of showdown with Monica Rambeau, I think her last name?
Photon?
Yeah, Photon?
Yeah.
Or have some kind of battle with her. Like I make Photon because it feels like
she needs to realize more of her powers, because I'm not all the way behind her, but I am definitely all for the Sorcerer Supreme and Scarlet Witch fighting. So
I think it's going to be I understand. I know a lot of people are upset because they were expecting like a big cameo and everyone thought it was going to be Doctor Strange or Mephisto. But you did need some kind of... If you're going to go with the story of Scarlet Witch being the antagonist, you needed some kind of protagonist. And the way they used the Photon in this series just felt like a waste. Like,
okay, let me add to what you were saying right now.
Yeah, go for it.
I agree and disagree. I agree in the sense of the Marvel universe that we're used to. That there should be a clear antagonist and a clear protagonist. Because that's the kind of depth Marvel has given us. Marvel has never been a super intellectual, movie piece. But see, don't tell me it's not, because sorry, don't tell me that it is, because it's not. It's not. It's very clear. This is the bad guy. This is the good guy. The good guy's gonna kick butt.
Have you seen Black Panther?
Yeah, there's a bad guy. What are you talking about?
But the thing they do is that they blur the lines a little bit with their villains.
Yes, and even then that was going into almost a whole different level of what we're not used to in Marvel. And you could say the same thing about Civil War. How he's getting bad, whatever. I think that's as deep as they could go. And if you notice, right after those movies, they went right back to the original formula they went into this is clearly the bad guy and this is clearly the good guy.
Like I said, tasty bit.
Yes. Okay. Now. And it's not a bad thing going a little more intellectual and having Scarlet Witch being the antagonist and protagonist, basically having the whole thing centered around her struggling with herself, which is totally fine. But again,
which worked for 8 episodes, it worked.
Which is not something that the Marvel Universe fan base is used to. Whether it's well received or not, clearly it is because of what they said in the reviews. Yeah. But it's clear to say that is not the formula we're used to. So either one is good. I don't think they should have changed it or not changed it. We'll see what time tells.
Actually, curious question.
Yes.
What's a movie you would like to see?
What's a movie I would like to see?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think they've made Backdoor Slut 7 yet.
Well, they made 8, so...
Oh, then yeah. I haven't seen it yet. I'm stuck at 5.
No,
I don't know what I don't know. What do you mean what movie?
Well, I'm just asking. Would you want to see a scary movie? Would you want to see By the Numbers? Would you want to see a rom-com?
Oh, I don't know. I think it just depends.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. It just depends.
What tickles your fancy? What breaks the fourth wall for Jose?
I don't think that's the right term. Can you? This is a podcast, so you don't see it, but this guy's tickling someone's balls.
Oh, he's tickling God's balls.
No.
Fix the Bible. One tickling ball at a time.
Get rid of that Jesus guy.
Okay, no, let's get back to Wanda. Let's get back to Wanda. So that's what I think about that ending, as far as what you were saying, what they were around.
I get that. I understand, but again, your opinion's kind of stupid on this. Anyways, I forgot where I was going with this now because...
Okay, the ending. Stupid? You're thinking about the ending of like what the final climactic thing was supposed to be.
Never that the people didn't understand what was going on or didn't understand the concept because it was a creative concept. And yes, it worked as far as making the protagonist into the antagonist. Mm-hmm. The problem was a lot of people were angry because they were expecting too much at the end. They wanted what Marvel does, cameos. They wanted Evan Peters' character to actually mean something. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things they want to do, and I'm not even arguing about that stuff. I don't think any of that stuff needed even to be in the show. My thing was my biggest problem was just with Photon, and the fact that they didn't make her, because they built her character so well into her becoming Photon, and in the very end, she's not Photon. She's like barely used. She stopped some bullets. Ooh, all right, cool.
Well, because they're doing the Marvel thing where it's just like she's not fully developed yet because she needs her own movie or TV show.
Well, she's going to be...
Or whatever.
The way they're setting up, she's going to be in Captain Marvel too. But this is how you do it. You make her the protagonist, make Wanda the antagonist, and have a battle between them at the end. Now, I understand Photons doesn't understand her powers, so she's going to lose that fight. But in losing to Wanda, Wanda's kind of like, what have I done kind of thing. And that's how she goes off into her little wood cabin in the middle of nowhere like she does at the end. Photon doesn't need to die, but just like really badly beaten kind of thing.
I will raise you a scissoring fight.
So what are you changing? So what are you changing in the ending? So what are you changing in the ending again?
I would like to hear more.
So we have Photon and we have Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
And they just collide super hard.
Wow. Well, it'd be Scarlet Witch, you mean that? Captain Marvel.
Well, I mean,
So that was your only real like downside of the Scarlet Witch?
I also do agree, that, and I also do agree with the Evan Peters thing. The Matt Boner thing was just so stupid.
Yeah, it was kind of dumb.
You don't need to make him a Quicksilver from X-Men. I get that. I know they're teasing like the multiverse. You don't need to make him anything, but just they bother me. Like, you're really gonna add a boner joke in the finale with how good this show has been? Like, really? Like,
yeah.
You could have just made him like a regular person. And it's like, it's dumb. And
I thought, you know what? I really think it was a retaliation because when he first showed up, I thought it was really clever. Like, when he showed up, I was just like, oh.
I thought that was good too. Yeah,
I was actually very happy.
Yeah, I don't mind the casting. I just think that was dumb. I also don't think they did enough with the kids too, because the kids, as you see, slowly start developing their powers as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
also, what is the kids' power with the witch? Like, we get the Quicksilver one. But
Wicked and Speed. So yeah, basically it's the brother, like kind of like Wanda and.
So does
Pietro.
he have like the same level of her power, or?
I'm not 100% sure, but I know he's also has telekinetic powers, and of course Speed has the speed powers. But I didn't think they did enough with the kids either. What they had the one kid just disarm everybody, and the one guy and the other kid just stop one bullet.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's it. Like, also. And the biggest thing...
I'm sorry, can you stop a bullet with your brain?
Yes. Anyways, well, it gets stuck.
Hold on. I need to figure this out.
With my brain, yeah. Bam, it gets stuck in my head and then it stopped.
Yeah, it's kind of like a one-time thing, really. But he can.
It's a one-time thing.
First of all, your skull is not entirely solid.
Anyways, I don't know enough about anatomy to argue with you right now.
I'm very worried you're going to walk in front of a truck one day and just your brain's going to explode. Because you're like...
I'm talking about stopping a bullet, not a truck.
A truck is a bullet.
But tell me more.
Okay, so last question then on WandaVision.
There's one more thing I got to point out. That they completely dropped the ball with on this final episode. Like, the most annoying thing of this whole episode. I needed more Kat Dennings.
Who's Kat Dennings?
Oh. Two broke girls.
Homeboy.
Oh. The brunette or the blonde one?
Brunette.
She's really not that cute. I don't know why people make a big deal about her.
You shut the fuck up.
You need
I really don't get the big deal.
Is it because Monica's right here?
No, not even then. If anything, they look almost remotely alike, except that girl from Two Broke Girls' boobs are like way bigger, which I'm assuming they're real, which I'm assuming... And oh my god, real. I'm about to get hit. Is that they probably sag?
Oh, Dave real.
Oh wow.
They probably sag.
Kat Dennings is probably gonna hit you. Anyways, but aside from the obviously that she's super attractive, I was like, it was so nice having her back in the show. Her like little friendship with Jimmy Woo. And
also, I like the card trick.
Also. The Jimmy Woo card trick.
That was really funny.
That was a nice little nod to.
And I like the fact that Kat Dennings actually became a professor.
Yeah. Yeah. And she took over. She like went off on her own, and that was great. They actually built her character up throughout the beginning of the episode from when we last left off with her in Thor: The Dark World to like the second to last episode.
Also, she's got boobies. she's got a lot of boobies. I like her boobies.
But oh my god, Kat Dennings, if you're listening to this, I'm so sorry.
I like your boobies.
Anyways, but she just kind of like they had this great like three-way like best friend thing with her and Jimmy Woo, and I like loved it. I thought it was so super cool. And then the last episode, she just runs into the guy with the ice cream truck.
Yeah, that
whatever.
was
And then
weird.
that was all we saw of her.
Yeah,
She
like,
runs into the guy with the ice cream truck.
Slams her. I don't know if it was an ice cream truck. It was like a funnel cake truck.
No,
into
it's
the
not ice
dude's
cream truck.
Yeah, let's go ice cream truck.
So she got in a car crash, is what you're saying?
Yeah, she intentionally
Okay.
like, smashed into the guy's car and like said, "Good luck in jail" or "Have fun in jail" or something like that.
I thought the weird part was when she started levitating and then she ripped one of her boobs off and threw it, and it was like a sticky bomb.
Is this true?
I knew
I'm assuming not. It's not the way you're laughing. I'm assuming you're
Why
not.
did you laugh, you dick?
because it's funny.
You could have sold this.
Okay, one last question.
Yeah,
One last question.
Go for it.
Last question. Because I don't know. I just read articles that pop up
Why
on the
Jesus?
internet.
I don't know why they put Jesus in there, but
No.
First
Do you
of all-
think they should make a season 2, or is it okay to finish it right then and there?
It's done.
I think I can't answer that question until after Doctor Strange
Oh, okay.
because I know they're
Ask yourself the same question.
because
As far as like Assassin's Creed, should they make more?
I mean, it's selling again. Money wise, yes. Story wise, no.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If there's a story to be told, then yeah, I'm all for another
Yes.
season.
Yes.
However, I don't know if there's another story to be told because originally the show was supposed to come out and it was supposed to go directly to Doctor Strange because the movie was going to come out next. But because of COVID, they had to push the movie back almost a year. So now the show doesn't coincide with the movie like it was supposed to.
Right.
Just hit the mic. So I can't say whether or not there should be a second season because I need to know what happens in Doctor Strange first before. Because if there's a story there to keep going, I'm for it. That's why I told you with Endgame. Like if there's other stories that could be told, not just what happened with the main cast. I think as far as the main six, other than Hawkeye, you're done. Because I know Hawkeye's because they want Kate Bishop in the universe, and you can't have Kate Bishop without Hawkeye like teaching her and mentoring her.
Right.
So I know that show I think is coming out next year. So I don't mind that. If there's a story to be told, I'm okay with it going forward. Especially now that the X-Men are going to come into play, and it's going to be fun seeing Magneto and Scarlet Witch and all the X-Men interacting with her.
All right, fair enough. All right, any closing thoughts, J1?
I was thinking, has this sullied your idea on Marvel?
No, I still, again, like I said in the beginning,
Apparently, Boobies doesn't get him on board with Marvel, so nothing will.
like I said at the beginning of the podcast, yes, of course they're gonna come up with some good material. Of course, there's gonna be some high points.
You know
again.
they're not coming
but the
after you.
perfect what?
You know they're not coming after you, right?
Who?
Marvel?
Marvel, Disney.
No, I know. I know. I could care less. I'm trying to make a point. Yes, they will. But to have the perfect story from the beginning to end to the point where it's timeless and will, stand the test of time, would be if they ended it at Marvel Endgame.
Which was better than the Lord of the Rings trilogy ending.
You were about to fight. We're about to fight.
Oh boy, let's go.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you guys next time.
Hey, what about that Jesus guy?
We should bury the Jesus guy.